Alright, so here to try and bust the myth that you've got to have a golf course green grass looking kind of cover crop to do any good. I just was on the end rows, probably on a spot where it'd come out and overlapped a little bit with the machine. I don't have auto shut off swath control on our Hagee yet. Working on that. But I'm walking through the field, got out into the long rows on this field, and I'm looking at what 10 pounds to the acre of tillage radish and reCLAIM radish look like. This field has got a little bit of both on it, but it would have all been done at 10 pounds. So I'm walking here. If you can see, there's not a radish. Oh, I should say all of the radishes, the leaves are not all touching. Like right here, kind of a nice little grouping right here. These guys are close enough they're touching. And as you're walking down the row, you don't have radishes that, you don't have 3 or 4 radishes per square foot. You've probably got a radish every couple of square feet. And that's okay, because one of the goals with the radish is for nutrient sequestering, for one, and then compaction removal is probably the second one. You can use the radish for weed suppression if you want, but it's got to be a whole lot thicker than 10 pounds to the acre. So these guys have been growing for probably just a little over a month. You say, man, T, they're not very big for being a month old. Well, just because they were seeded on a month ago doesn't mean that they necessarily germinated and grew the day that they were seeded. So we've had a couple of rains to get this stuff going. But once this corn comes off and we get another rain, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, and we've gotten these cover crops up and going with using our interseeder, and it's done a nice job. When you look through, you just look down that row. You give those radishes that are 3 inches tall now another 2 or 3 weeks, they'll double in size or more, and they're going to suck up whatever nutrients they can get their roots on, and they're going to put down as deep roots as they can, which is the whole goal. It's going to do a lot better job than any piece of steel is going to do from a tillage standpoint, and break up a lot of compaction. So we'll come back, we'll take some more pictures later after this corn comes off. And this was kind of a rescue mission on parts of this field. This had a lot of water damage early, and you can see the corn's not super tall. There's ears out here, not a lot, but they're trying to make the best of kind of a bad situation and putting some microbial growth and some life back into the soil. And a little bit of rain will make these cover crops really take off. We got the hard part done, which was getting them seeded and getting them growing. Now we got to get a little bit of rain to keep them growing, and he'll have a jump start already on this farm for next year. They've just done some tile work too, so this will be a nice. He's on his way to having a nice stand of radish here on this farm, and he's doing what he can and what he should to make this a better farm. And these radishes are one good tool that you can use to help make that a reality and increase your soil health and ultimately prevent soil erosion and ultimately increase your yields. So, T. Carly, seeding some cover crops.